Can you talk about your passions in life? How did you discover it? And how did this passion shape your choices till date? So my passion in life is to basically do, uh, I would say, build companies that can help alleviate the society from its current state of existence. A very specific example is during my university days, I started a company called Programs, and I was working with a Denmark-based vaccines company to build a vaccine for chikungunya, which is a huge bother in India. Thousands of people get sick with it, mostly bottom of the pyramid, and hospitals and the healthcare system gets entirely overloaded. And I wanted to build a vaccine for it so that we could get rid of the problem once and for all. So I'm very interested in healthcare problems and changing them to create a new paradigm in society. How did I discover it? So I think in the beginning of my journey, all the way when I was about 15 or 16, while reading and while realizing the kinds of work people do, I sought out for myself that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. This was also influenced a bit from my family background. But then also, I found it very interesting to build something from scratch and to build a company and then to use that company to apply technologies in the real world. And that passion got a bit more shape and structure as I continued through my journey in my engineering institution. When I entered my engineering institution, I did not know necessarily what field did I want to pursue. It was very templated, as it would be for any student. Computer science seems to be the most popular one. Then it's electrical engineering, then mechanical engineering. So I didn't really know, and I got the choice of actually going into bioengineering, and I was very puzzled at that point of time whether I should do that or not. But after some introspection, some discussion, certain evaluations, one of my core criteria, which was to create a huge impact in the field, was much so fulfilled in bioengineering because it was a new field. There's a lot to do out there. It's just evolving. And when I would have finished my graduation and got out, I would be among the very few people who understood the disciplines of biology and engineering. And it would have been much more easier for me to create that impact. So the healthcare dimension came into my thinking post my engineering days. And so slowly, I came to realize that I would like to build companies in the healthcare life sciences space that can create a global impact. How has this passion shaped my choices till date? So I have, especially, very, very practical example is I have consciously chosen not to pursue certain opportunities. I'll give you an example. During my third year or during my second year, I have rejected to go for any internship or projects which were too generic, banking, consulting, or even in the electronics industry, because that was not something I wanted to pursue. So that kept me really focused. And because of my focus in life sciences and connecting with life sciences companies, I developed a level of interest, know-how, passion, curiosity in the field that has helped me propel. So which for the example of that propelling is post my internships in the third year, which took me deeper into the domain. I started excelling at my courses at university. So I went all the way from an 8-pointer to a 9.9, 9.3 pointer in my engineering. And then even so later towards my placement, I did not apply for, so there were 100 companies that came to the campus. I didn't apply for 100 of them. I only applied for a select few where I thought there was a possibility to gain more, maybe in the healthcare space, even not so directly. And even in that, I ended up going to Novartis, which was a pharmaceutical company. And I made sure that I was working somewhere where I was exposed to the depths of this field. So it's been quite helpful to, identify my passion through the journey. And then in that passion, then continuously make choices to develop it.